I thought today we might have a little dive into the wonderful world of ads on Yahoo.com. Yes, Yahoo still exists in 2025. I only go there because it's where some of my scambaiting mailboxes live. But anyway, did I mention that there are ads? Now, you might be thinking that ads online, especially somewhere like this, are all equally and exactly bad, but you'd be wrong. There are many different ways to be bad, and Yahoo has a broad assortment of them, starting with the 5 zodiac signs with the sharpest minds. Unique characteristics of the most analytical zodiac signs. I don't think that's actually how that works. Or how about this pill? It's now 7 times more powerful and natural. Does that mean it's both 7 times more powerful and 7 times more natural? It seems like it's saying that, but apparently no, it's just 7 times stronger and completely natural. Impressive. Of course, there's no statement here about what it's 7 times better at doing. Is it a headache tablet? A vitamin supplement? A hay fever remedy, perhaps? No, of course not. This is the internet. It's a male enhancement pill. Apparently, it boosts virility, size and thickness by 17 times. Approved in the UK, sounds unlikely, and completely free of side effects. That last part seems especially doubtful. I mean, it all seems doubtful, but without putting too fine a point on it, here's a courgette from my garden. It's about 20 centimetres long, or a little over 7 inches. Here's me holding the courgette. Here's what it would be like if that courgette was 17 times bigger. It doesn't look like something that would be free of side effects if it happened to part of your body. Even if the side effects were just that you kept on tripping over it, or it got sore from being dragged along the ground. What man wouldn't want to increase his virility, daily energy, and even the size, thickness, and power of his penis by 17 times? This man right here wouldn't want that. That's not an enhancement, it's a horror story. I don't know who actually buys this nonsense. Next, lots of ads for a breakthrough hearing device for less than £80. Apparently these are a huge concern to Big Hearing Aid. Yeah, they actually say that on their webpage. Apparently Big Hearing Aid is lobbying Congress to shut down the government programme that makes the £79 pricing possible. So it's priced in GB pounds, but something Congress government programme. But Frank Miller, a 73-year-old retired electrician from Ohio, has these things to say about this after apparently paying $2,800 in GB pounds for a top-of-the-line hearing aid that didn't work. He heard about this product and reportedly said, $99, my audiologist charged me £300 just for the consultation. Further down, his expensive and ineffective hearing aid had apparently gone up from $2,800 to $4,800, but still pounds. Anyway, the AI-generated cartel is really panicking, as you can see here. Better Hearing CIC Pro was designed by engineers who had zero interest in ongoing revenue streams because they don't exist. This is an AI-generated photo. And so it goes on and on. But let's move on to something else that Yahoo's ad matching algorithm thinks I must be interested in: stairlifts. Except these pictures must have been generated by an AI that doesn't understand the concept of a stair lift and apparently assumed it's a set of wonky plastic steps you put on top of the stairs, then try to balance on top of. The links for the ads just went to a weird collection of not very relevant search engine results, so nothing really to show you on that. But did you know that a scientist found old ship frozen in Arctic ice? Years-old ship found frozen in Arctic ice. Scientists found this inside. No, really. Old ship discovered frozen in Arctic ice. Years-old ship frozen in Arctic ice. Scientists found this inside. They found old ship frozen in Arctic ice. But no, actually, scientists found a plane in the ocean, pulled it out. A team of scientists pulled out an entire plane from the ocean. No, it was scientists found old ship frozen in Arctic ice. No, scientists pulled a plane from the ocean. A team of scientists pulled out an entire plane from the ocean. Well, anyway, it's one of those things. Then what happens if you visit this site? Oh no! Microsoft 365 Windows Security Scan Windows Defender. Please call support Microsoft Defender Security Center admin log on. Your device has been blocked due to illegal activity by the state of contact Microsoft Windows support. Call support for help. Call us directly. Microsoft Windows Technical Support toll-free number. I mean, fascinating, really, since the machine I used to capture this screen recording doesn't have Windows or any Microsoft products on it at all. What's slightly interesting here is that this scam webpage is hosted in Microsoft Azure, so the URL shows the domain windows.net, which could confuse some people into thinking this page of scary nonsense was really from Microsoft. But of course this is a scam. None of these things are running on my machine. This is just a picture of lots of dialog boxes. If we called that number, we'd be talking to a scammer. In fact, let's try that. From my burner phone, obviously.
Thank you for calling support. This is Eddie speaking. How may I help you today? Oh, hello there. I wonder if you is that Microsoft support?
We are support for Microsoft, and this is Eddie speaking. We are Tech Sage,
But
and
is that actually
we help you if there is any problem.
But is that Microsoft support?
Yeah, we are Tech Sage, and we are technical support, and we are certified support for Microsoft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on my I was on my computer today, and something happened, and I don't really understand what it was.
Okay, what is happening? This happened from the June. This is happening. Many viruses, they are attacking on the different computers, and that is the possibility you got these infections, and might be you have clicked on somewhere, right?
Oh.
My name is Eddie, and may I have your name, please?
My name is Manuel.
Manuel. All right, Manuel. Is this a laptop or a desktop computer you're using?
Yes.
It's a laptop or a desktop?
Yes, it's a laptop or a desktop. It's a laptop, but I sometimes use it on a desk.
I got you, Manuel. So this is a Windows 10, Windows 11 operating system. Any idea?
I think it's the other one.
It's a Mac computer, Apple computer?
Yes, yeah, that's the one. What I was wondering.
Okay.
What I was wondering, if you can, why is there Microsoft Defender Security Center support Windows Security?
Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you.
On my Apple computer.
Let me tell you the reason. Yeah, I'm telling you. If you will listen to me, then I will be able to explain you.
If you say so.
What is happening? All kind of securities, they are the firewall securities. In the Microsoft computers, there are the Windows Defender. In the Apple computers, there is a firewall protection. So we are taking care if any kind of, as I told you, we are Tech Sage technical support. I told you in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
You remember?
I think you did say that, yes.
So, I told you we are Tech Sage, we are technical support.
Yes,
and
I think
in the
technical
support, even if you have a Mac computer, if you have a Windows computer, so we fix all kind of problems, right? Even in the iPads, even in the Samsung tablets, in the Android tablets.
That's very good, but that doesn't really answer my question, which was why is my Apple computer saying there's a problem with Microsoft Defender on it? Because I didn't think Microsoft had an Apple on my... Sorry, let me start again. I didn't think there was an Apple. No. Let me get this straight. I didn't think there was a Microsoft in my Apple.
The Microsoft actually, this is the message is telling you there is a problem. So even the programs are the same, even if you're using a Mac computer or if you're using a Windows computer.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Thanks for your help. And that's great. Goodbye.
I tried calling back later for a bit more fun, but they had blocked me for some reason. Next, this celebrity-endorsed trading bot is getting noticed. Here's why. Celebrity just revealed AI is my new income stream. So this is a really common scam that keeps getting recycled and republished with a different celebrity or public figure named in it each time, apparently claiming they have discovered a get-rich-quick scheme that grows your money at some absurdly implausible rate. Just to be clear, there are such things as get-rich schemes, but if you find yourself being offered one, you're not the one who's going to get rich. The person offering it is. We'll maybe do a deeper dive into this category of scams another time, but as I understand it, the basics are you install an app, you invest some money, it generates what appears to be a healthy profit, but there's some reason you can't withdraw it. Fees or a minimum withdrawal threshold, so you pay in more money until the thing basically stops working and the scammers get away with your cash. I think in a few cases the apps do actually pay out a small amount the first time around to entice you into making a much bigger investment, which you then lose. But I wouldn't want to guarantee that they consistently work that way, so it's not even worth the risk trying. And finally for this video, we've got another example of an artisan jewellery store closing down. This time it's Wendy Clark, whose landing page tells a heartwarming story about making jewellery by hand since the age of 19. Loads of feely life story stuff. The shop burned down. She married this guy. All of these images are fake, by the way. For example, if we zoom in here, not a single one of those tools on the table makes any sense. And of course, the reason for closing the store is, you guessed it, grandchildren. Wendy wants to spend time with them. So anyway, onto the store, and it's the same as we've seen before. A stylish black and white logo centered at the top, a few menus, an AI-generated picture of the supposed proprietor. Then we get to the items under closing sale, and one of them in particular caught my eye. This one, Ocean's Oath Pendant. On the product page there are the usual red flags, a countdown timer, an exclamation that there are only 7 pieces left in stock, the assurance that it feels soft without irritating the skin. Nobody asked. And also the assurance that this piece is individually handcrafted by Wendy, or in Wendy's own words, "At Wendy Clark, I don't just create jewellery, I weave meaning into metal, emotion into design, and memories into every detail. Each piece starts as an idea, deeply rooted in something personal, and becomes something you can carry with you, something that is all yours. Every necklace, bracelet, ring and earring is handmade by me with precision, patience and dedication. I put my heart into every step because I believe the human touch provides a warmth that no machine can ever replace," which is ironic because this text is written by ChatGPT. "They are not mere accessories, they are silent companions for life's special moments." Okay, brief interlude from Future Shrimp here. As I was editing this video, I remembered that the last time I said a piece of text was written by ChatGPT, a lot of people confused by that or doubtful of it. So this time I'm going to break down what I'm seeing here. First, ChatGPT loves the "not only but also," or "not just this but actually that" turn of phrase. So in this text we have 3 examples. I don't just create jewellery, I weave meaning into metal. They're not mere accessories, they're silent companions. Then, not just because of their beauty, but because of their durability. Not just this, but actually that. There is a 4th, albeit weaker example of this structure at the end, where it says this is more than jewellery, it's closeness, intention and love. Next, 3s. ChatGPT loves to use arrangements of 3 adjectives, 3 clauses, lists of 3 bullet points, and paragraphs with 3 sentences. Let's count the examples in this text. First, meaning into metal, emotion into design, memories into every detail. 3 clauses. Something personal, something you can carry with you, something that is all yours. Then we've got precision, patience and dedication. The second paragraph also comprises 3 sentences. Then we've got preserved, passed on and treasured, genuine, timeless, graceful, closeness, intention, love. So there we go, 7 examples of triplets, and I probably missed some. Next, tortured metaphors and similes. Weave meaning into metal. Now I'm not a jeweller, and I'm sure that there's some sort of chain or other item that could be technically described as woven, but weaving metal isn't a thing that most humans would say, and certainly it's weird for a jeweller to use weaving as the first verb describing their craft. Forging metal, casting metal, refining metal, welding metal, sure, but weaving metal? Why? Next, inhuman emotion. Often this is manifested as excitement for things that are really mundane, like an exciting shade of grey. This one's kind of difficult to explain, but once you see it, you see it. ChatGPT often writes this sort of excited prose about things that humans just really wouldn't get excited about. There's not a really clear example of that in this text, but there is something related, which is all the waffle about how this artisan jeweller is supposedly taking your love, your intention, your closeness and your memories and transforming them into pieces of jewellery. Except that can't be happening, because you're buying things that are already made. A jeweller running an online shop doesn't know your personal story or deeply rooted memories. There's no reason to be so weirdly fixated on this process of transforming your emotion into jewellery, when that isn't the service being offered. There are other little tells that show up in other contexts, but these are the clear ones here. Of course, there's nothing to stop humans writing in this way, and some people do, and indeed ChatGPT is just trying to copy humans. But the sheer density of these tells in the text is, for me, a giveaway. And that's how I'm fairly confident to say that this text was almost certainly created by ChatGPT, maybe with a little bit of post-editing by a human. So yeah, apparently this unique piece is imagined and designed and handcrafted by this Wendy person. That's interesting, because I could swear I've seen it before somewhere else. Oh yeah, it was here, on the website of Clara Rose Jewellery that we looked at in the previous video. Also closing down because reasons. Clara Rose also sells a necklace that she also calls Ocean's Oath, and also claims to have designed and crafted. That must be where I saw it. Or maybe it was Maya and Henry's Jewellery. They're also closing down, by the way. They've got something called Azure Pledge, but it's the same thing. Or was it Diana's Jewels? Also closing down, but Diana claims to have designed and handcrafted Ocean's Oath. Or maybe it was Amelia's Jewellery, which by striking coincidence is also closing down. And yes, you can buy Ocean's Oath there. There's even a customer testimonial that says, "I wear it all the time and it hasn't faded or turned green at all. Nobody asked." Or maybe I saw it somewhere else. What's really going on here? Well, Ocean's Oath, which all of these supposed retiring artisan jewellers claim to have designed and handmade, and are selling at various prices from around £20 to £40, but supposedly discounted from a much higher price, is actually available here on AliExpress. The price, you ask? Well, a lot of different prices, but as low as 76 pence. This one has the title Jewellery for Women, Geometry Resin, Ocean Wave Earrings, Necklace, Rings, Vintage Boho, Sea Blue Dangle, Earring Ladies Accessories. But wait, that's not the funny part. The funny part is that not even the people who bought it for 76 pence are happy. One of them says, "False advertising, looks nothing like the pictures, big piece of plastic, cheap, no diamonds on Blue Wave as in picture, terrible piece of rubbish, a child won't wear it even, useless, do not buy it, it's not like the pictures, no diamonds on Blue Wave as in picture." Another, "It's not like the photo, it has no rhinestones." Another, "Do not look like the pictures at all, not shiny, simply weird little plastic." And this one has photos of the actual item received. Some of the listings on AliExpress for this piece of tat only have doctored photos of the products where it's supposedly encrusted with a spray of jewels to emulate the sea foam, but others seem to have included both that set of images and a set that is a little more honest and directly photographic and shows this thing for the cheap piece of tat it really is. So all of those supposedly closing down artisan jewellers are probably just drop shipping storefronts that are passing the order through to AliExpress for fulfillment. Now, this is usually the part where someone will argue that it's not really a scam because it's drop shipping or because you do actually get a thing when you order it. But those two things being true doesn't make this not a scam. It's a scam because of these facts. The photo of the item shown on those stores depicts a much higher quality item than will actually be sent. The price is hugely marked up, which is not in itself a scam, but it is presented as being discounted from a much higher price, which it never was, and that's illegal in a lot of places, including where I live and this store is selling to. And the whole story of the artisan closing the business after many years and the item being individually handcrafted is a tissue of lies. So yeah, it's drop shipping, and you get a thing, and it's a scam. Anyway, that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe from scams, and I hope to see you again soon.